All right, so we're starting the geometry unit, and that's geometry is everywhere. We deal with it in all like aspects of life, no matter where, at home, at work, right? We always deal with geometry shapes. So especially if you want to become anything in trades, you're gonna deal with a lot of geometry. Okay, calculating surface area, construction, right? Calculating area, calculating volume. If you're talking about also anything in chemistry, right? Things like that. So we're gonna start with just a review of the surface area of 2D figures, which is pretty simple, right? And then we are going to also work on composite figures, okay? So the first thing that we're gonna look at is the area of, the 2D figures. So in your formula sheet, you should be able to find a formula sheet. It's a pink color, or close to pink, that has two sides. One side that has a 2D shapes, and the other side has a 3D shape. Okay? So if we're starting with the 2D shape, so we're going to use the 2D shape side. Okay? And then it's asking you to calculate the area of each figure, so we're starting with a circle. The area of a circle, you see that in your 2D shape, you're going to see two things, perimeter and area. What's the difference between the two? Yeah? It's how much it's covering inside, that's right. So the circumference, or the circumference only for the circle, perimeter is around the object, right? Area is whatever is inside the object. What's the unit for area? Let's say it's centimeter, what would it be? Centimeter square, right? Anything, whatever the unit is unit square, okay? Remember, anything that's area, surface area, it's a square unit, okay? So, if you're looking at the area of a circle, right, on the formula sheet, it says area of the circle is pi r squared, right? So all what you need here is your radius. You need to know what your radius is. And in this case, your radius is 3. So it's as simple as just substituting the 3 in for the r, and that's going to be 9 pi, right? You can find that to 2 decimal place if you want, okay? So you can multiply your 9 by the pi button. So look on your calculator and make sure you're able to find the pi button, okay? Because I would like you to use that instead of the 3.14. So the pi button should be, I think, at the bottom right. Yeah, shift that. If you can't find it, let me know. I'll come and help you find it. Okay. So if you do 9 times pi, what do you get? 28 point. And what would be your units? Centimeters squared. Okay. Found it? All right. Okay? So make sure you're able to find it. Again, if you're not, call me and I'll come and help you. So for the second one, we are looking at a triangle. And the area of a triangle, I always recommend that you guys have to write the formula. So write down the formula, then plug in the information. Okay? So you see how I write down the general formula first with pi r squared? I recommend that you do that. So the area for the triangle is base times height divided by 2. So you need two things. You need the base of the triangle and you need the height of the triangle. The height of the triangle is a perpendicular line that is going down toward your base. Okay? So if this is your base, your height is the line that's going down from the vertices, from the vertex, vertex. And then going down perpendicular to your base. So this is your vertices. These are different, you have 3 of them, okay? But you're looking at the one that's across from your base, and it's going down perpendicular to your base. Okay? So this is your height, and this is the base. You always have to make sure that your units are the same. If your units are not the same, then you have to do the conversion. Okay? So in this case, I have 7.8 times 12.8 divided by 2. What is that? 49.90 times 2. And that's going to be, again, centimeters squared. Your unit is very important because as you've seen when you did your conversion, it does matter if your answer is in feet or if it's in yard or if it's in centimeter or if it's in kilometer. They're different things, right? If I tell you this room is 2 by 7, okay, 2 by 7 what? Right? What are you talking about here? If you're giving me a measurement and it's 2 by 7, what does that mean? Are you talking feet? Are you talking yard? Are you talking meter? Are you talking kilometer? What are you talking about? Huh? What shape do I have here? Parallelogram. Yep, parallelogram. Okay. And for the parallelogram, what's the area of a parallelogram? Base times height. Okay? So it is base times height. Again, the height is the perpendicular line to your base. So, and then I have the same unit, so I can just simply do 3.1 times 2.1, and what do I get?
6.51
6.51
meters squared.
meters squared. Do you guys know that you lose marks if you don't give me units? And if your unit is incorrect as well? So these are the simple, area of 2D shapes or of 2D shapes. Any questions? All right, now, what are composite shapes? Yes, combining many shapes together, that's right. Okay, a composite shape is a shape that's made of multiple shapes. Yep, I'm thinking about it and I'm like, okay, thank you. I want to write off. It's already off. So first we need to divide the shape up into smaller more simple shapes that we can find the area of. We then determine the area of each shape, and then we can sum them, right? Most of the time we're going to have to add them, but if you guys look at this, for example, so if I have something that looks like this, right? You can, if you want, look at the big area of the triangle and take it out. So subtract. So sometimes you add, sometimes you subtract. It depends on what kind of shape you have. Okay? Is it is it added to it or is it subtracted from it? So then you sum, or I'm gonna put the subtract for some cases that you have to subtract. Okay? So here is a composite shape. All right? What do you see there?
Square, rectangle, or triangle.
It could be a square, but it's mostly, I think it might be a rectangle. So you wanna, which way do you wanna cut it? So let's start with this, right? So this is your triangle here. Okay? Then you wanna cut it this way. All right, so we can do that. Right? So you have the three shapes. All right, shape number 1, shape number 2, shape number 3. Now, the thing is, with this one, you have to be careful, okay? You have to find the side length of each, so your length and width for each shape, okay? For each rectangle. So I know for rectangle number 1, I have this as 6.8, but I don't know what this is,
7.2.
right? How did you find that?
13.4 minus 6.2.
Exactly, right? So you know that this whole thing here is 13.4, and you know that this part, which is this similar to this part, that's 6.2. So you know that this is 6.2, okay? So you're gonna have to subtract the 6.2 from the 13.4. You said it's 7. Okay? So you see now for shape number 1, I have 6.8 and 7.2. How about for shape number 2, what do I have?
Plus 3.1.
So you have, yes. So for this one right here, which is, I'm going to just highlight that in a different color, right? For this one right here, you have the 6.8 plus the 3.1. If it's here. Okay. Right? So you're going to have to add these two together to give you the shapes, the length. Okay? I'm going to have to stop this for a second.